Tell me about Occupy Jacksonville.
I got here November 12th. I had been up in North Carolina looking for work. And I ended up finding a job here, working for an online magazine covering Occupy Jacks primarily, but I have some other assignments that I have to do as well. But
is that how it's locally known to Occupy Jacks?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you guys been out here?
Since November 5th, so 82 days now.
Yeah. And you guys started in the park over there?
They started the first day in the park over there, and
then we went to Riverside.
So on October 8th, they started just doing a rally every Saturday. And then November 5th, they started occupying 24/7.
Yeah. And now you guys are on the sidewalk across next to City Hall.
Right.
How's that working out? You guys can't camp here overnight. Well, you can't sleep overnight, but you can stay here.
Right.
Do you guys have a permit?
No.
No.
We have the First Amendment, though.
Yeah.
That works. So, it's a public street.
Yeah.
You can't really keep people off a public street.
Yeah. Now but how does it work that they've allowed you just sort of to set up? Tell me about the not sleeping part, which is it's interesting.
Well, it means that people will stay up for 3 or 4 days at a time sometimes. It means we have to rotate in and out.
Just lots of Red Bull or
Red Bull, coffee, whatever we get our hands on, really. My personal record for staying awake is 8 days, which was ridiculous. I can't really do that.
You stayed awake for 8 days?
Yeah.
Now he's running the generator now, the bike power generator?
Yeah, you can see it right here on the meter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going up. It's going up right now. We started out at 12.4, now he's up to all the way up to 12.7.
Now the city's just let you guys have the stuff out here, including the generator.
Sort of.
They took the power away, they gave it back to us.
Yeah.
And then they took it away again.
Yeah.
They use the excuse they got this big pipe bill from JA, which is locally electric company.
Sure.
So they had to cut all the power out. That's their excuse why they cut all of our power.
Yeah, they said that we ran up a huge bill running a camera and a laptop.
Where were you guys getting the power from? Just have a cord, or?
They had outlets right
there.
Oh, they had outlets there, and you just tapped into them?
They also had outlets in the park, so we could put the live stream in the park.
Yeah.
During the day. But they've since gone in and they've removed all the outlets from the park.
Yeah, yeah.
Or cut power to.
Yeah.
Ones they didn't actually flat out.
Then we had power up on top of that pole.
Yeah. They plated those off as well and turned off the street lights in the process.
No, tell me why you guys are here.
Well, it's really about trying to get the money out of government.
Get the money out of government?
Get the legal bribery system that we have with lobbyists being able to really, and lobbyists and corporations just being able to buy our politicians. I mean, it's bribery if in any other definition. But we have ways around that, I guess, here.
So is that what the Occupy movement to you is to you what it is to Jacksonville is about campaign finance reform?
It's about campaign finance reform. It's about reinstating Glass-Steagall, the Glass-Steagall Act of 1932. It's about repealing the Citizens United decision that allows unlimited funds to be filtered through the different PACs. And I mean there are so many issues, but really, in my opinion, this should have happened 10, 15 years ago.
What, the Occupy movement?
Yeah.
Why?
I think '99 when they repealed Glass-Steagall, I think that was the final straw, in my opinion. That's when we allowed banks to just do whatever they wanted with other people's money.
Yeah.
It was like that before 1932. 7 years leading up to the Depression, the banks were allowed to invest in any kind of risky investment they wanted. And well, we saw what happened in '29. And then in '99, we repealed the Glass-Steagall Act, which was supposed to prevent commercial banks from doing that. And sure enough, you get to 2007, 2008, and the whole system falls down again. There's a good reason for that. Banks shouldn't be making those high-risk investments. I don't think they would have needed to be bailed out if if Glass-Steagall had been in place.
What's your take on the Republican primary? It's a big national story right now because Florida is in the spotlight. There was just a debate here in Jacksonville last night.
I think that the candidates on the Republican side right now are a disaster. It's not saying that I'm happy with Obama, because he's just as bought as everyone else at this point. You can see that by his appointments. You can see that in Tim Geithner. You can see that in Larry Summers. Larry Summers is getting a new job now, right? Head of the World Bank, is that right? I forget exactly. It was World Bank. So you start to see that our politicians are very friendly to Wall Street and could care less about anyone else.
What about somebody like Ron Paul, who tends to have a lot of there's some overlap between some of his supporters and the Occupy movement, particularly in Boston. I saw a lot of that.
There are a lot of libertarians and libertarian friends that I have that are supportive of Occupy because on some issues we really agree. Yeah, we agree on a lot of things, but I like a lot of his foreign policy. I like some of his domestic policy, but libertarianism to me is anarchy for rich people. It's getting rid of all the regulations. Regulations are there for a reason. It's sorry, I've been up a while. It's really about privatizing things that should be part of our community. Libertarians believe that everything should be private. I believe that there are some things that need to be a part of the community. We don't have private roads. I don't think that would be a good idea. We don't have. We shouldn't have private prisons, but we're definitely going in that direction. We don't need a private criminal justice system. These are things that have to be the community.
What's something that the government does that you think it shouldn't and should be privatized? Currently.
I'm not really sure, honestly. A lot of the stuff we have right now, I think we have more privatized things that should be public than the other way around.
So you think the government should take control of more things? Grow?
Not really take control, but at least regulate things for the consumer in order to protect the consumers. But life and death things, I would feel more comfortable with the government controlling as opposed to private companies. So private companies here to make money. They're not here. You look at our healthcare system. The privatized healthcare system is really a failure in this country. It's not about quality of care. It's about how much money can the insurance companies make. And the more they raise their rates, the more expensive the system gets. And to me, that should be like the fire department. It should be part of the community.